Welcome to Inktober, Drawtober, Drawloween, Goretober, whatever the hell you want to call it. So it's like a month where a lot of artists, not just on YouTube, but all over, just draw stuff like either Inktober or Halloween stuff or draw anything they want. Now, I'm using a list. I'll put a link it below that I found on Twitter of all, and it has the 31 days. I'm not following it exactly. This is day 1 and day 2 put together, which is day 1 was Scarecrow, and day 2 was Pumpkin. So I put them together, and I'm doing it digitally because I can't be bothered using my ink pen. Well, I could, but my hand's kind of shaky. So, and then the next day is, I'm not doing them in order. So, but my next one will be a cat, which is day, I think, on the list 20 or something like that. So, like I said, I'm doing all of the list, just not in the order that's on the list, because I figured draw what I want to feel like drawing at the time. Now, my Scarecrow is kind of goofy looking, but, so it's like a cartoony kind of skull, and, he's got huge hands. Not sure why. The hands are bigger than his head. Actually, his hands are bigger than the head of the skull. So yeah, and like I said, cartoony stuff, yeah, I can draw that. I can draw semi-realistic stuff. But for some reason, I just keep coming back to this style. But hey, it's a style. I might not like everything about it, but I don't mind it. I'd actually prefer the sketch over the inking, but that usually happens where you prefer the sketch, and then as you ink it or paint it, you're kind of like, it's okay, but I could, which is why I've got the sketch save, I've got the ink saves, so if I want to color it in the future, I can color it rather than just ink it like I did here, which I haven't gotten to that stage yet. I'm still outlining pumpkins. But you could also color it with the hatching on it. That would work. In my goofy looking bird, which kind of looks like a crow, we'll see. It sort of looks like a crow. I think the beak is a bit big, but, hey. And I thought I'd just use cross hatching, because if I was using a dip pen or like a ink pen, I would just do cross hatching anyway, because filling all this in with an ink pen or something would take forever. Cross hatching is easier. Now, is it cross hatching? Kind of. It's a type of cross hatching. It's not exactly like how you do like squares and cross hatching lines, but I'm following the shapes of the lines that I've drawn, or trying to at least. Sometimes I fail, but, it's close. And that's all that matters, really. And, yeah, I'm 2 days behind, really. But you know what? I'm not stressing about that. If it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, well, then it doesn't get done. So many people get stuck on the fact that you've got to draw every day for this month thing. Yeah, okay, fine. But if you've got an idea, if you don't, then don't draw. Or do something else. Draw something else. You don't have to stick to the list, religiously that you get. Because, like I said, some of them on the list are kind of like, I think there's one on this list. Is it Frankenstein? I can't remember what it is. And I'm
Ninja.
Ninja, actually, I don't have an idea, but that could actually be a good one, though. I just don't have any ideas right now.
But how's that to do with Halloween?
It's not. I know. Well, no, you could dress up as a ninja. People do dress up as ninjas. Frankenstein, no, day 22. It's supposed to be Frankenstein. Well, they want me to draw Victor, or they want me to draw the monster? I guess I could draw Victor, like crazy mad scientist kind of thing. Actually, that's an idea. Because as everybody knows, I'm being pedantic. Frankenstein isn't the name of the monster.
Monster's called the creature.
Yeah, it's a creature or something like that. It's been a year or so since I've read it. But I've read it when I was younger. Yokai. What the hell is yokai? I think that's I don't know what that is.
Spell it.
Yokai. I don't know what that is. Is it a creature?
Yokai, a class of supernatural entities and spirits in Japanese folklore.
Okay.
Yuki. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I think it's pronounced Yuki, I think.
Oh, right.
I'm not really sure.
No, I don't know either, but yeah. And then we've got, what else is on this list? Haunted house. Well, it's draw a haunted house. Exorcism. Well, I guess I could draw, somebody's head spinning around or something, make a little gif. I don't know. There's an idea. And candy, well, Halloween and all that stuff. A mummy, well, there's other things I can do with a mummy. I could do the classical mummy, was it Boris? Can't remember the name. Or I could do, the
Boris
mummy.
Karloff.
That's it, thank you. Or I could do the mummy, like the one with Brendan Fraser and, in it. But now in Alien, well, that's another easy one. Cemetery. Well, then I want to probably combine with something like a haunted house and cemetery. Cemetery. I haven't actually seen either the old version of Pet Cemetery or the new one. I've read the book.
ADHD, you just randomly bursting out little bits of song
Yeah.
that's related. You know,
Well, it's cemetery. It's kind of related. It says cemetery. You know.
Oh, the Silverchair one.
The Silverchair one.
Live.
Yeah.
It's such an odd one for
It is.
Silverchair.
Yeah.
You know?
And,
It shows the range,
It
but...
does. Yeah. Fog. How are you gonna draw fog? I guess I could paint fog.
Well, you killer fog.
Oh yeah, or the Mist from the book. The Mist. You know.
Yeah.
Stephen King, when he actually could write an ending, and even though he admits the ending for the movie is better than what he had, the ending for the movie is like a gut wrench. You know, when you find out what happens. Let's see, what else is it? Leaves. Well, it's fall. I guess you could draw fall leaves or a snake and leaves. I don't know. Campfire. Well, that's another easy one. Full moon. There's so many things you could do with that. You know, full moon. Well, you could do somebody that's mooning somebody. You could draw the actual moon. Garden. Well, that's, easy. I had actually a different garden. You know that there's a garden, I think it's down south, and almost all the plants in it are toxic. I wish I could remember the name of it.
I don't know.
But they've got signs up, this is what's this'll don't touch because this is like break you out in a rash or whatever like that. Owl's good. I like drawing birds, so that'll be an easy thing. Then again, I combine owl, full moon. See, I can combine so many of these together, and they still would work. But then I've got to think of other things for other days. But there's plenty of lists out there. It's kind of like you don't need to stick to one list. You can make your own list, really. The only reason I'm using somebody else's because I couldn't think of 31 things. But for Vlogmas, if I do Vlogmas, I haven't really decided yet. It's still only October, so I haven't decided if I'm doing Vlogmas. I still got time for that, and I'm not sure if I don't think I'll be doing the whole month. I know some people do the whole month of December, but no. After this is my last monthly thing for until next year, and probably won't be until May or something, or what's in February? I can't remember. Figures, yeah. So yeah, that's an easy one, and I can get practice figure drawing and stuff like that. What else we got on here? Alien. Well, that's and then doll. So I can combine that an alien doll. Well, that's not a good idea actually. Evil twin. Now, do I draw like a twin, or do I draw something that's?
You draw a self-portrait yourself, but
That's actually a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. Draw a self-portrait and then make an evil version of it. I really like that. That's a good idea. And then we've got, what else was I having mentioned? Thorns. Well, thorns, you could do that. You got Sleeping Beauty, you can just draw thorns, you can draw roses and thorns, you can draw, what's else thorns, run down, I think I could combine that haunted house with thorns, it's, of course. What else we got on here? Stars. Well, there's another easy one. You can do many things with that. You can draw an actual star, or you could draw some kind of thing. But, the lists are just supposed to kind of give you an idea. You don't have to follow everything. If you write down things you associate with that word, then you could draw from that list that you make. So you don't have, like I said, follow the list. They're helpful, but don't be too stuck on doing them, because it just is stressful if you just, need to do everything on the list. But this is a finished. He looks really goofy. I think it's the teeth. It probably is the teeth. He looks a little like a yokel. Is that a bad word now? I can't remember if yokel probably is a bad word. It probably is a bad word.
Still
Yeah,
really a slur.
it is a slur. Yeah, that's true. So I shouldn't say that.
Is,
Learning every day, not to say, and I fully admit when I'm in the wrong about things. But anyway, so this, like I said, is Drawloween, Inktober. I didn't do Goretober, even though I thought about it. But I guess I could. I don't know. I didn't think about it, but I should. I can incorporate some of that, or I can do another list. But anyway, so that's day 1 and day 2 finished. And I will maybe be back tomorrow. It depends if I get this cat done. If not, it'll be probably on the 4th or 5th. Yeah, I'm just losing track of time. It's like, time has no meaning still. We're so used to we're still in a pandemic, technically, but wouldn't know why people doing stuff, Anyway, no more rambling about that. So, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow or the next day. I haven't decided yet. But, so yeah, leave, good little YouTubers. We'll stay.
like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, leave a comment if you like.
You don't have to, but it's always nice when you do.
Slow down, you're talking 1,000 words a second.
I know, I talk too fast, but
And you mash one word into the other.
I know, and I've done it since I was a kid. It could be ADHD, it could be who the hell knows what. But, so yeah. So I'll be back in a couple days, or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. Bye.